Erik ten Hag has basically come out and ranted. He's described the social media criticism as pathetic. Well, I may as well leave like Stu. What's the point? I'm out of here. So we're pathetic, apparently. We're pathetic. Up the Ten Hag inners, Marky, says Trey. But I don't think he's really talking about United fans. And that's a dangerous thing to do when you have a Ten Hag out movement, to start calling social media pathetic. Social media is the media. Social media rules the footballing world. Whether you like it or not, it ain't the mainstream media. It's the social media that rules the world. So to call criticism on social media pathetic isolates you, Eric. You need to be cleverer than that. What he actually meant is, and I haven't spoken to him about it, but what he actually meant was, some of the hate on social media is pathetic, because it is. It is. I mean, I think Bruno Fernandes is a player that I really like at Manchester United, but there are two home truths here. I really like Bruno Fernandes, but there are two home truths. One of them is that he is not playing particularly well at the moment, and I refute and disagree with anybody's assessment, whether it's, Statman Dave or whatever. He's got a living to make. He's got stats to write about. I respect that. But you can't put a tweet out saying he made the most passes, he made the most tackles, he created the most chances when he didn't play well. Nobody yesterday gave him a 10 out of 10 performance. Nobody even gave him a 7. It was an average performance. And I think that therefore, there's an honest conversation to be had about that. Some people are criticising the fact that I've got two Argentinians behind me. Let's move over here where you can see, look, there you go. Not the Scampy Fries. We've got the Beckham there. And look, there you go. We've got a new beer tap in as well. What do you think about that? Doesn't work. But yeah, I think I might just stay here for a minute. But I think with Bruno Fernandes, look, I agree with Ten Hag. Basically, what happened is Bruno Fernandes had a bad injury yesterday. Apparently, it was a serious injury. Apparently, he was hobbling after the game. That doesn't surprise me, and I'm not in any way taking a pop at Bruno for that. He's a fantastic player, and I would expect him to play for Manchester United, whether he's hobbling around or not. He's a massively important player for Manchester United, but he's not playing well. And that's not pathetic. What's pathetic is when you see people calling him rat boy, or people saying he's a disgrace, or sell him or something like that. That's not criticism. That's not constructive. That's unfair. And I don't stand by that, and I'm sure you don't as well. What I want to see is Bruno Fernandes playing well, and I'm confused by the fact as to why he isn't playing well at the moment. That's my biggest issue. And I'm not going to lie, I'm a big fan of Bruno Fernandes and always have been. But it's not pathetic to criticise him. What I would say is, I think Erik ten Hag is talking about the criticism that Bruno Fernandes is receiving on a regular level from people who are, just sort of giving up on him, I suppose. And I completely agree that that's unfair. But what I will say is, effort's never just enough, is it? Effort. You can't just say he played with an injury, he's a legend of this football club. As Mr. A says, he's burnt out, but he's not playing well. I mean, you've got to keep picking him. I don't think he's a player that you keep dropping, but not at the moment anyway. But you have got to keep picking him because there's nobody else. But I think what Erik ten Hag has done last night is very, very clever, and I actually quite like it. I don't take it personally. I'm on social media. We're all on social media. Match-going fans are on social media. Journalists are on social media. I mean, look, if a journalist's not on social media, they may as well retire and die. I mean, not in a human level, but I mean, like in a career level, they may as well just retire and have a goodbye party and get replaced by somebody who is on social media, because that's the world we live in. So I don't think Ten Hag is saying all social media is pathetic. I think he's just saying some of the criticism that Bruno gets is pathetic, and that's fine. But the positive of it is Manchester United and Erik ten Hag are coming out and fighting for their players. And if I'm Bruno Fernandes and I'm reading that my manager is coming out and has got my back like that, that's sort of something we haven't massively seen from Ten Hag. A sort of, after a win, an aggressive forefront come out and get your players. Very, very, Sir Alex Ferguson used to do it all the time. So, yeah, really, really, really happy that Ten Hag's done that. But as I said, I'm not going to sit here and go, go on, Eric, Bruno, defend Bruno. I'd love to do that. You know, I'm ready for that. And I think a lot of us are. We're ready to back him. But ultimately, I think that Bruno, this particular year, and I mean, how good was Bruno before sort of Christmas time? I mean, I don't really remember. But I do think that since Christmas, he's been really bad, like really bad, inexplicably bad. And I don't really understand why. A lot of people think it's being overplayed, but you know, being overplayed doesn't excuse. Jacob likes Nonto from Leeds, and I hope we look at him in the summer. Okay. I'm sure we'll be looking at a lot of players in the summer. We'll talk about some transfer news in a moment. But I agree that Bruno's probably burnt out. But being burnt out doesn't mean that when you receive the ball on the edge of the box, like he did in the second half, you just mishit it back to the goalkeeper. He's been doing that for weeks. You know, being burnt out doesn't mean when you've got time on the ball and the ability to keep possession, you just do a crappy shot to the keeper from 35 yards that's never going to go in. The decision making isn't good. Where are you, Mark? I'm in the pub. I'm in the Goldbridge Arms. We're not open yet. But yeah, I think that. Yeah, I like that from the manager. I like the fact that he's come out. Goldbridge, that's the end of the clip. I'm sure you enjoyed it. In fact, I bet that's the best clip you've ever watched. So there's no reason not to subscribe to the channel. Click the bell icon so you never miss a clip again. In fact, smash a like on the video because we all know only legends like videos and you are all legends. So please smash a like on the video and we will see you again on the next one. Thank you very much for watching as always.